Nightingale devs remove FSR 3 integration from launch build. It's finally, almost, here. With Nightingale's early access launch just a few days away on February 20th, we, Inflection Games, wanted to share with you some gameplay and feature updates before we open the portals to the worlds. If you have any questions or feedback on the topics below, then jump into our official Discord and join the discussion. Set out on a journey of survival and adventure, into the mysterious and dangerous fire realms of Nightingale. Become an intrepid realm walker, and venture forth alone or with friends, as you explore, craft, build and fight across a visually stunning gaslamp fantasy world. FSR 3 removal. After reviewing crash data from the server stress test, a significant number of them seem to point to FSR 3 integrations, whether or not users had the setting turned on. To ensure better stability, we temporarily have removed FSR 3 from the launch build and are working with various external and internal teams to see if we can implement it, or an older FSR version, in future updates. We've added an update to our performance expectation blog to reflect this change. For those who wish to use SS or DLSS, these will still be available at launch. Good day, realm walkers. Get an extended look at Nightingale's gameplay in our latest trailer. HUD updates. In case you missed our developer update video, we announced that we made some changes to our UI based on feedback and observations from the server stress test. Some key changes. Hotbar now goes from 1-0, can be rebound in settings. The default 1-5 keys are still main hand, character's right hand, and offhand, character's left hand, is still by default linked to the 6-0 keys. Change status bar presentation, added icons per status. HUD will fade out when no actions or survival pressures are triggered after a short period of time. Additional UI updates. Equipped items, gear, hotbar, no longer show in your inventory. You can drag and drop items from your inventory to your hotbar, and vice versa. Stamina bar is invisible when not active. Crafting recipes have been changed to text rather than cards. When in a menu, other menu screen options are visible in the top bar. Damage numbers can be turned off in settings. And a couple of UI adjacent updates. To sheath items in your hand, press H. You can now activate streamer mode in the settings menu. This will prevent your character name being displayed as you play the game, and therefore avoid creators being bombarded by party invites if their audience can see their name. We'll continue to refine and update the UI as we move into early access, so please let us know how you find the updated functionality. Controller support. As we quickly adapted both the front-end UI presentation and consolidate various back-end functionality in just under a week, it had an impact on controller functionality. The game can be played with a controller for the early access launch, but may require the very occasional keyboard or mouse input. We will work to integrate full controller support as soon as possible in a near feature update. While it's not in its final form, please feel free to provide feedback on it throughout early access. We've updated our accessibility page and store page to reflect these changes. Steam Deck. We've been getting a lot of questions in regards to whether Steam Deck will be supported at launch. Technically, Nightingale can launch and be played on Steam Deck with the caveats to controller support listed above, but we're not considering it officially supported at launch. This means we will not be providing customer support for Steam Deck issues at launch, as it's considered an unofficial platform at this time. We are working on full Steam Deck support and will provide an update once that status is confirmed. If you have a Steam Deck, you're welcome to play Nightingale on it and provide feedback or bug reports. More details on how to do that coming soon, but please disclose that you are playing on Steam Deck so it's easier for our team to recreate it internally. Other versions of Linux are also not officially supported at this time, but we're happy for you to report your bugs with details on what version you're experiencing issues on. Good tidings, realm walkers. Mark your calendars because we're opening the Portal network ahead of schedule. Nightingale will now launch into early access on February 20, 2024. This will not only allow you all to start your adventures as a realm walker 2 days earlier than originally planned, but also give our team a head start in addressing any issues at launch before the busy weekend period. Thank you to everyone who has played the game in any form up until now. We're excited to welcome even more of you into the realms in the coming weeks and evolving the game alongside you throughout early access. Thank you for joining us on our journey. The Nightingale team, Inflection Games.